Hi everybody, this is Bonnie and I'm back with card number 4 from the Cheerful Basket online class that I've got going on. And this is using the bundle, using the dies and the stamps. And if you ordered it, then I sent you 4 cards in a kit for free. The other dies that I brought in that were not included in the kit is I brought in the rectangle frame dies, and then I also brought in the time-worn type embossing folder. Now, I was able to die cut and emboss these 2 for you, but if I ever do any stamping other than the stamp that comes with your kit, I cannot send that to you. You have to either purchase it or use something that you already have, just so that you know. So, for this card, I did end up changing stuff up because I kept looking at it and I didn't like it. If you notice, this card here, the original one I made, does not have any embossing on it. I'm switching it up and I'm going to put embossing on it. I sent you a piece of the embossing with it, but I just want to let you know you can do it with or without it. And I think I'm going to like it better. I don't know. I'll find out when I put it together because I haven't done it. So, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to get out our supplies. I did quite a bit of this stuff ahead of time because this did have a few steps. I already colored the basket in, and I did that with Smoky Slate Light and Dark, and I colored it just like I've colored the other ones in the past. So if you saw where I did the whole coloring in card number 2 and I used the Smoky Slate, I did the exact same thing, but I just did it with the, or I did it with the soft suede. And I did the exact same thing, but I did it with Smoky Slate. And we'll color this together. Now, I am using a different color than you guys will be getting. You guys will be getting the Orchard Oasis glitter paper and stuff to color with. But I ran out of that. When I did the sample card, you only get 4 pieces of the glitter. And then, so I ran out of that ink. I didn't have any more of the paper. So I switched my card up, and it's the same thing. It's just using a different color, and I'm using the Titanium Tide, which is my favorite color. So we're going to be doing ours with this color. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the base card, and we are going to fold it in half, like so. And we'll fold it right in half. And let me score this really good. And then we're going to take, and I was thinking that I would like to just put this down and then put this right inside it. But you know what? Which that looks absolutely gorgeous. Just like that. Don't you think that looks nice? If you wanted to, you could pop this glitter piece up and then put that piece inside, and this would have a little bit of dimension, and I think that might even be better, and I didn't think of that till just now. So we're kind of doing this card together and on the fly. So what I'm going to do is in these mini dimensionals, if you have the mini dimensionals, they always have this extra, and I'll show you, they always have this great big thick extra line of stuff along here. I'm just going to take my scissors and I am going to cut right along that line. And I'm going to get some to go around my card here. Now we do sell strips. I just don't think I have any. So this will work though. Use what you have. Isn't that what they say? And we don't need a whole lot, so we're just going to get one more to go across the top. You don't need it in every single spot. Okay. And this is pretty big, so I'm just going to trim it off. All right, let me get some of this stuff out of the way for you guys. And let's get this out of the way for a minute. And then we're going to stick this down. if you want, where you want the lighter part or the darker part, if you want to up or down or wherever. And I think I'm going to put mine like this. Then you want to kind of put it on your paper, and this is the tricky part. You got to try to get it straight, and you got to try to even it all the way around. So just take your time, kind of eyeball it before you commit. And I'm not the greatest at this. I'm just looking at my grid paper, which is, or my card, which is Cricut on my grid paper. And then just kind of go with it. I think that looks good. So that's what I did. So now this has a raised side and a not raised side. On the side that is not raised, I'm going to add some liquid glue. And I use liquid glue because when you emboss this, and if you go ahead and you're pushing down the tape runner on it, you could lose some of your, you know, your embossed stuff. So I don't like to do that. So now we're going to take this, and there is words on here, but I can't even, okay, I got it going the right way, but I just wanted to make sure. And we're just going to tuck this, and the glue gives you a little bit of time to put it down and where it's got to go. And I got it sticking up here a little. Oh, there it went under. I think it went under. I'm going to take my bone folder and just double check, go all the way around it. I'm going lightly. I'm not pushing, everybody. Oh gosh, that looks so much better. I absolutely love it. Yes, it looks wonderful. Okay, so now we're going to go and get into some color in here. So for my cards, I need to have the titanium tide, and I ended up using dark. And then, let me see, I can't remember all the colors I used. I gotta get the sheet here. I used Daffodil Delight Light. Oh, and I used the titanium hide light. Then I used the Granny Apple Green light. I used the black light. I used Real Red, just dark, I guess. And then I used Polished Pink light, which I think is this one. Yep. And then I used the Smoky Slate that I've been using. Okay, so let's get coloring this. I'm going to start with the Titanium Tide, and I'm going to zoom you in so you could see what I'm doing a little bit better here. Okay, and I'm going to color That's all I did. I stamped the words, you fill my day with happiness, and I stamped that right out of the stamp set. It's right here, so you don't need any additional stamp sets. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, die cut these out, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I've got everything die cut it out and cut out. I just wanted to let you know that I also die cutted out the little like tissue paper, or it could be like a napkin, whatever that they gave you the die in there, and I die cutted it out in the color Tanquin Tide, because that goes with my thing. You guys will be cutting it out in the Orchard Oat Aces, so that is for you. And we've got all our pieces here. So now we're going to put this together. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the bottom of this, like so. And again, we're going to add this right to the top here, if I can get it to stay for me. My die shifted a little bit on me, but I think it still looks okay. And then I'm going to take and put just a tiny little bit of glue on the back of this. You don't need a whole lot. As I say that, as I can't get any out. Okay, and I want to cover up the handle the best I can. So I am just putting it along here. You can still see some of the wire, but not, you know, you don't see the big bulky handle there. There we go. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add Stampin' Dimensionals to the back of these pieces, even to the greeting. I went ahead and already fussy cutted out the greeting, like I always do. See, because we popped up our frame, so we want a dimensional over here, and we want a dimensional down here. But down here, you don't need one unless you're going to have it way down at the bottom. But I think I'm just going to go like that, and I'm going to put one right here is where it needs it. So right about where that second section is there. So that's the only spots that you're going to need is here, here, and here, because this is already popped up. If you put it over top of these popped up, then it's going to be wonky. And we don't want that. And I didn't pop, well, I popped this one up, but I didn't pop the frame up in this one. So that's why I wasn't thinking about the frame. So then we can just make sure it's on the page, all your stuff here. And then we'll add it down just like that. And then this is where you could have fun. You could move it over now, but I like it right in the center. And you could use whatever type of embossing folder you want, but I liked this one and I thought it would be fun to use. And now I'm going to be using the blue ones, but I use the purple ones here, so you guys will get purple ones in your kit. And I am just randomly, I don't even know where I want to put them now. Because by doing this, I really did change the whole card up. And I really like it. So, and I also downsized, if you didn't notice. This frame is bigger in this one than it is in this one, and I liked this size frame better, so this is the size frame you guys will be getting with this embossing piece. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you liked the online class, and if you'd like to join my next month's online class, let me know. The information to all that is over on my blog, and that is in the description box below. Please like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, everybody. Thanks for stopping by today. Bye-bye.